It is Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday. Which Super Bowl is it?
I don't know, LV. I don't know.
LV?
I'm not watching Super Bowl tonight.
What's that? 55? It might be more than that.
I have no idea, but what I do know is they are expecting over 348 million Americans. I had to write that down. No.
No, that's the population.
Oh, yeah, that's right. The population is 348 million Americans, and they're expecting at least between 203 and 213 million Americans to watch the Super Bowl.
Watch it or participate in festivities. Most people don't even look at the Super Bowl. They just partying and drinking and cooking and eating and
stuff
like
that. When we were talking after our meditation today, we were talking about how so many people are going to be watching. This is an example of how we get programmed into whatever the agenda is that's next for the Matrix.
Yeah, advertising, commercials, propaganda.
Because they already know who's going to win.
Subliminal, subtle programming.
They already know who's going to win.
How you know?
Because we see everybody is awakening now to what's really going on.
Yeah.
People are like seeing that all this ain't even real that's happening around this piece. Like everything is preset. It's all about the money, all about the dollar. The rich people got their puppets, and we see what's happening now. And so now what we want to do is go into like how they feed the brain, how they get us to operate from the lower ego perspective through all the programming, all the hype.
The root, the sacral, and the solar, the lower frequencies.
The lower frequencies, yeah. And how they program us to continue to, like, I'm not saying, well, have you ever been to a Super Bowl party?
Yeah.
Okay. I have too. And most of the time, I don't even know who's playing. And I'm not even watching it, right? But everybody wants to watch the halftime show.
I could tell you, the last Super Bowl party I went to, just by listening to the people in the room who follow football. I don't follow football, but listening to them, and then I watched how it opened. I told them exactly who was going to win. And they looked at me, they was like, nah. I told them exactly who was going to win. I said, look what you said, and look what just happened. I saw who was going to win. They couldn't believe it.
The billionaires already have their stuff. This is just entertainment to keep us distracted, get us spending our money, all of that. And then that halftime show, that's usually a ritual, some type of ritual.
Right. It's bigger than, it's the unseen.
It's the unseen.
They're using the energy.
They're using the energy.
For whatever their
agendas are.
So believe this. If you got 348 million Americans, and over half the population is going to be participating in this activity, some mass is going on. Some big is happening right now.
Something big is happening.
Some big.
And the Super Bowl is a distraction.
It's a distraction, yeah.
But it's programming. It's programming us for what's to come.
What's to come.
That they're already pushing out in the new year to get the masses to conform to.
Well, I don't think it's programming. Some people call it predictive programming. I'm knowing they harnessing the energy.
What do you mean harnessing the energy?
Because you set off a frequency when you use your energy for something. Like you can think about something and feel good about it and use a lot of energy to it, and then it happens. So just think about if they can get all those people to send energy frequencies out, and with the technology they have, absorb that energy and put it towards whatever they're doing. So I don't think it's a predictive program. I think it's a bigger agenda.
Bigger agenda.
Yeah.
So then, like, the whole anticipation, of the Super Bowl. So, like, going and getting maybe sweatshirt, ordering a sweatshirt for the team you rooting
that's
for,
money. That's energy.
or going and getting the food that you're bringing to the party, the actual energy, the alcohol,
Going towards the event.
gummies, all that
The
stuff,
cheering,
the
the
talking to each
hurrah,
other,
the jumping up and down.
all of that is energy that they harness,
Whether if it's good or bad.
whether it's good or bad, to be able to create whatever they're creating.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. So that's why, we always big on listening to your soul. We are your mirrors. Being intimate with your soul and being able to hear your soul versus your ego, because they can only feed you through the ego.
Yeah.
They can't touch your soul.
They can't touch your soul.
So soul versus ego. What's the difference? Like, how do you know if you're making a soulful decision versus, oh, well, I'm going to the Super Bowl party because I want to be important, I was invited, or I want to have fun, versus I know, wait a minute, versus like, I know I need to help my kids with their homework. I know that I got to go a big meeting tomorrow that I need to prepare for. Or I know I need to go and work out. Or I know I need to relax. Like, how do you know?
Sound easy for me, but you gotta through learning and experience. So, quick way to know if you're hearing from your soul or your ego, how do you feel? Because if it's the soul, you know what I'm saying? It's right here. So anything with the heart in the right direction, you want to feel good about it. So it should make you feel good. Now, if you getting ready to do something, it ain't got to be the Super Bowl. But we're going to use the Super Bowl since that's what's going on right now. And if you woke up and it's like, you got this pain, an old injury or something like that, and you're going to go to the Super Bowl party, and you know you should be doing this over here with the kids or your family or something, or your parents or something like that. And that pain came up. So that's a repeat behavior. That's a memorized sales cycle. That's a memorized sales cycle. So you're doing something again, and that's the soul in your mind giving the brain the signal and it's sending it to you.
Saying, don't do it. So,
well, you have to examine what came to your mind too. You know what I'm saying? Like Super Bowl party, or get my kids ready, get the food ready, do this, do that, clean up and stuff like that.
Okay, so so I'm thinking about for me in the past, maybe. I've been invited to places I just really didn't want to go. And I didn't have nothing else to do. I just didn't want to be around those people. I didn't want to dress up. I didn't want to go and pretend like I liked them or whatever. So, but I went because I didn't want to disappoint or to make the person who invited me feel a certain type of way. So that's moving through my ego of, oh, I'm important enough to be invited, so I'm going to go, even though my soul just wanted to lay on the couch and read a book. Would that be an example?
For you.
Because I know, I'm so grateful that I have learned that I've developed the communication with my soul to be able to hear and know the difference. But the average person may not know because there's so many distractions. There's so much noise going on. They may not know that quiet voice of this is what's going to benefit you the most versus, they call it angels and demons. They call it, oh, the devil made me do it. You know what I mean?
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde.
Yin and yang.
Yin and yang, right?
Yeah.
And then that lower frequency, when you were talking about the chakras of the body, moving from that lower frequency, I've seen what that brings. And that's generally, if it's a Super Bowl party or any other thing, When I get home, I'm depleted.
Yeah.
And then I'm behind, and I don't feel good about it.
Yeah, it suck the energy out of you.
Right. But when I make the decision of, you know what, my
That's
soul.
something right there. There you go.
Okay.
You said when you get home, you don't feel good about it.
Yeah.
Like you feel it in your gut.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't feel
Yeah.
good about the decision you made. Like, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's something right there.
Yeah.
But that's afterwards. It's too late then, so you got to get the signal
But
before then.
then, you
So you learn.
You learn.
It's an experience.
And I know that our audience is mostly, the millennials and a little bit of Gen Z, I believe. But knowing the difference and moving according to how you want to feel after the fact, right?
You gave me something earlier, like putting the high vibrational foods in your body versus going to get a cupcake or some pizza or something. Like it's gonna feel good. It's gonna taste good. I ain't gonna say it feel good in the beginning, but later on you might be constipated. You might eat some sugar. You might crash later on. Like that's the example right there. Just as far as like food consumption.
Yeah.
Just the energy.
And then you reminded me, so because they hype up the Super Bowl with all the commercials all week and all of that, when I used to watch TV or listen to the radio,
all the specials,
then you're like, man, I'm going to order a pizza. This is an example of the programming. Man, I'm going to order a pizza. Even if you don't go to somebody's house, I'm going to get my snacks and I'm going to sit and watch something that I really don't watch. Because I'm a Bears fan, but you know what I mean? Like, I don't watch football like that. So I've gotten, based on the program, like this is Super Bowl weekend, so that means you're supposed to get all the junk food and all the stuff you want, these things that's supposed to make you feel good, right? And then you sit there and you turn on the game, may or may not watch it. Most of the time I'll probably be on the phone or something. And then I've consumed my Oreos and pizza, and then I feel terrible afterwards.
And I'm gonna jump in there. A lot of people talking about like it's a virus or something like that
Going on right now.
Okay. So just think about like what your body need to fight off viruses. Minerals, vitamins, nutrients. You know what I'm saying? High vibrational foods, and then you put all this stuff in you, and you run into something, and your body fighting that. And now you got something else to take on, just the impact that it'll have on your vessel.
So these Super Bowl parties, sometimes they're in like clubs, obviously people's homes, people get together. Only one person, excuse me, has to be a carrier of the virus or be sick. And then you see right afterwards, just like the holidays, a whole bunch of people not feeling well.
Yeah.
So it's like
it's a spread.
Right. Then you got to buy medicine. Now the pharmaceutical companies are being, paid.
It's like you're being sprayed. You're breathing somebody else's carbon dioxide in. Those molecules.
Wow. So the benefits of being consistent with moving with your soul based on what your soul says versus what your ego says is what?
The difference. And how you feel.
And how you feel.
Yeah. How you feel about the decision you made. Some people might feel good because they so used to feeding the ego. They don't even know what a soulful decision is.
Wow.
So later on, they'll get the effect.
Wow. I would say the benefits of us as twin flames, twin souls, and
oh, we look alike.
Oh, we starting to look alike. My sister said, y'all starting to look alike.
I don't see it.
We're around each other all the time. But the benefits, I would say, of us learning and practicing hearing from our souls before we make moves and make decisions has been more love, more joy, peace, enlightenment, cosmic divinity, abundance, wealth, health, optimal health, balance and harmony, strength, power,
courage,
wisdom, definitely, wisdom,
beauty,
knowledge, beauty, You know, we
Stamina.
feel good. Yeah, stamina.
Quickness, swiftness.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't easy because the ego had been programmed for so many years. You know, we're over 50 now. So over, 50 years
You're almost 60.
of feeding. I'm not. Of feeding.
You're closer to 60 than 50.
Not yet. Of feeding the ego and going by what we've been programmed to do led to sickness and disease, led to unhappiness, led to challenges that
we
overcame. And so,
with the power.
right. So the divine intelligence, right? We're gonna wrap it up because my daughter said, don't have these videos too long. We're gonna wrap it up. But the divine intelligence is to really learn how to sit quiet. You're going to hear us say that a lot, how to sit with yourself and be quiet, and to become intimate with your soul and what your soul speaks that it wants and needs. Not just about vacation, because that's another thing. People will say, oh, I just want to go to the Caribbean and lay on the beach and just relax and all that. Your soul is telling you, your higher self, your higher frequency is saying, this is what I want. And then what happens?
Lay in the sun. I want to go lay in the sun.
I want to go lay in the sun.
That's the soul.
I want to go. That's the soul. The healthy things to relax, to heal.
Nature walk. I want to go in the jungle.
And so being able to maintain that same feeling when you are at home, creating that in your personal space, living that and feeling that every day, not just going away and then you come back and then you back down at a lower frequency because of the people you've been around, the jobs you work, the foods you're eating, whatever you may be smoking or chewing or, drinking, just being able to consistently move from a soulful place, leading with your heart versus leading from your ego.
And the reason I can tell you that is because I did it all for decades.
Yeah.
The drinking, the smoking, the bad eating, all that stuff.
Yeah.
The parties.
Yeah. So we know. And so again, we're your mirrors. Sit back.
How you look.
How
your future self look.
How your future self will look. Listen to your soul. Pay attention to your soul. It will not lead you wrong. All right. So the divine application does help to remove some of the toxic people, places, and things from your life so that there won't be so much competition with what your soul is speaking.
Incrementally. Don't feel like you're being forced.
Yeah.
Just do
natural.
it. 30 days to break a habit. 90 days to make a new one.
Okay.
Yeah. So, and don't forget. Subscribe.
Boop.
Like, boop. And share. Boop.
All right. Peace and love, y'all. Enjoy this cosmic day.